Ancient Egypt, full of mystery and wonder. What was life like almost 50 centuries ago? Today, I'm going to demonstrate some significant beliefs, values, and practices of ancient Egypt, focusing on two key areas, the Great Pyramids and social classes.
Does it fascinate you as much as it does me on how they were able to build the pyramids in ancient Egypt over 5,000 years ago without the machinery and technology that we have today?
With an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks that weighed an average of 2.5 to 15 tons, there are many stories on how the Great Pyramids were built. These include slaves, aliens, paid workers, and farmers using external ramps. The Great Pyramid, the largest of the three, was built by the pharaoh Khufu and rises to 146 meters, and the base length is 230 meters per side. Recently, French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin believed that the pyramids were built using an internal ramp system with open corners and an ancient Egyptian human crane to turn the blocks at each layered corner. What were they built for? The pyramids were built as a final resting place for pharaohs. The pharaohs were the kings of ancient Egypt, and according to ancient Egyptians, they were the gods' chosen one. They kept life in balance. It is not surprising, then, that the pharaohs are the highest ranking in the social classes of ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt was strictly divided into social classes, starting with the pharaoh that kept the life in balance. Next came viziers, main advisor to the pharaoh, priests who were permitted to enter the inner temple where the statue of the god were kept and represented the pharaoh, nobles who governed smaller regions in the kingdom, soldiers who were professional, full-time and defended the country, scribes could read, write and kept records, merchants traded and imported goods, craftsmen were skilled workers making everyday objects for the temple, peasant farmers made up 80% of the population and provided resources for the survival of ancient Egypt, and slaves couldn't pay debts or were criminals and were taken in wars. Ancient Egyptians loved life no matter their social class. Interestingly, they enjoyed sport and adults and kids drank beer, and there was even a god of beer. Taking part in sports, games, reading, festivals and spending time with family were as important as farming and construction. Within the strict social classes, social mobility was not encouraged, and ancient Egyptians followed the law of Ma'at, which means harmony and balance. They believed that the law allowed the world to be the way it should, and God had decreed most perfect social order. As they believed that gods and goddesses controlled the forces of humans, it makes sense that they built pyramids to bury their pharaohs. Depending on a person's social class, they were buried with a specific grave god. They were a death-obsessed culture, and ancient Egyptians believed in eternal life and rebirth of the soul. Mummification was performed because they thought that the body needed to be preserved to let the dead become reborn in the afterlife.
Ancient Egyptians believed they were living the best life possible in the best possible worlds. They were social just like us, and they enjoyed taking part in sports, games, festivals and family time. The Egyptian afterlife was imagined as a continued life on earth. The building of pyramids reflect the Egyptian belief in afterlife. Egyptian pharaohs were expected to become gods in the afterlife, and the pyramids and mummification safeguarded the pharaoh's physical body. Living under the law of Ma'at, peace and harmony, Egyptians were encouraged to live at peace with others and contribute to communal happiness, no matter their social class.